everyone, it's Irene, and I have a project I'd like to share with you today. I was asked to show how I decorate my glassine bags, and here's some right here that are set aside waiting to be decorated. So let me show you my process. And as you guys know by now, probably I like to work in production line because it's you know the setup is what takes up most of the time. So what I do is, here is a stack of separated napkins, and let me show you a tip about that. But let me just show you what I start with. I start with a napkin, and this particular one, the design comes in 6 times. See, there's 6 designs here. So what I normally do is, I don't unfold it like that. I get my scissors out, and I just cut it. Now it's in 3s, and then I cut it again. And I just wait for the fold. Usually do this on the table and get all that cut up. You guys can see that. Sorry, I'm rushing here to spend most of my time showing you how I do it. But see, I just do it like that. Okay, so I get it all separated out, and here's a good pile of them right here, ready to go. And the tip about separating this, we don't have time sitting here waiting to separate out the layers, because see that it's a 3-ply napkin. And what I do is, and you see there's an embossing design here, and that's from the factory, and that's how they keep the 3 plies together, is they dry emboss it and keep it all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out, I'm going to do this on the table here, pull out layer 1, use the same piece of tape, and on the non-embossed piece I just give it a little tug, and see how it just tears me that? And then I'm able to get in here and separate it out with no fuss, no muss, no tearing, and I'm good to go. And then I don't have to sit here try to figure out a way of how to separate these layers. Don't want to be spending my time separating, I want to spend my time decorating. So there's tape 1, I just give it a little dab, tear 2, and then you're able just to go in here, grab the little pieces, and if you can't, usually you can, but if you can't, you just grab another piece of tape. And see, that's how quickly these napkins can get separated, is if you use just a little piece of tape. Let me do that one more time. So here's a piece of tape. I grab on the non-embossed side and give it a little tear, and you see that comes right off. I don't worry about separating that out. And see, here's the next ply, non-embossed, and then I give it a tear. That opens it up, and you can just go ahead and grab lightly and go ahead and peel it off. You don't have to be too precious about it. Don't worry about it. If it gives it a little tear, no worries. It all can be fixed in the gluing process. So I'll leave this stack to the side here. I don't have any room. There. Okay. Then what you do is, on this particular design, I use some music sheets because obviously my napkin didn't cover up this entire bag. So as you see, that's the size of the bag. So on this design, I wanted the entire bag covered. If you don't, you can just place the napkin in the middle and you're good to go. But that's not what I wanted for my design, so it's according to what you wish to use. Really pretty. So then what I do is I just use my Elmer's glue, and I have it in this cup right here, and I want to show you guys. You see all that? That's just years and years of bottles being down there for the glue, waiting for me instead of me waiting for the glue. So it's just plain old Elmer's glue, and people have been asking where I get these bottles. You can get them for $2 for 2 of them at Hobby Lobby, or you can just go to the Dollar Tree and get an empty clear bottle that they have in the kitchen section. Alright, so then I already know that I'm going to be putting my design here. So I just give it a really quick squirt of glue, not too biggie, not too particular, just like that. And I don't put it all the way to the edge because I'm going to be lightly squeezing that here in just a minute. So I just place it where I need it, edge to edge. Get it right where I need it, like that. And the secret is I have these baby wipes, and I just dab, 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 just dab, 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 and I don't touch the other side just yet. And I get my napkin, and let me see if I can get this on camera. Gosh, this is tough, isn't it? Let me just move you guys just a little so you guys can see this, because I definitely need to do it on the tabletop. So I just give it my glue, and I already know that the napkin is right about here because I measured it. And then I just put my Elmer's glue, and I put it on the edge for sure, and I just put some right here, you know. I don't take a brush to it, I don't take anything to it. And I take the napkin from the bottom down, corner to corner here, and I walk my napkin down the glassine bag. And see, I laid it down, and then I just take my baby wipe and just dab, dab, dab that glue through the napkin. I'm not squeezing, I'm not pressing, nothing is lifting, nothing is tearing. This is just an over piece of thing. But see how, and then, you know, if that napkin is over the top there, I just give it a little push down into the glue. It gives it texture. And anywhere that you need to add glue, I just take my little bottle and add it if I wish to. Just a little for that top lip there. And just bring the napkin down. Gives it some movement and texture, which we just love. Because when I stain this, it's going to pick up on the stain beautifully. And as you can see, there's no oozing. There's no nothing. No tearing. And I just make a production line of this. And let me show you the back and the front. And if you want to, you can take a heat gun to it really quick, just to give it a quick little dry. Not really necessary, but you can. When you dry these, don't put them on top of each other, obviously, because the glue is coming through after giving it a nice dab. But here it is, ready to be decorated, ready to go. And when it's all nice and dry, I will be doing some sewing to it. I'll be doing some more fussy cutting and illuminating some of the images. I'll take my Copic markers to the images, brighten them up a little if I need to, add some gems. So this was a lot of fun. Don't forget the tip about the napkin. All you gotta do, let me see if I can do it again, for the ones who need to see it. So here's a napkin. And as you can see, this is solid. This is dry embossed from the factory. I take the tape and I tear number 1, and I use the same piece of tape to get layer number 2 off. And you got to do it on a flat surface, so you can just break that layer, and you just grab real quickly, and it's good to go. And if it doesn't grab, like it's not here because I did it on the dry emboss, just take a little piece of tape and lift it. See? No tears, no nothing, and it works quite nicely, and you're not spending too much time separating out the napkin and getting it ready for your project. And there you go. Alright, so I hope that helps everyone. And remember, Elmer's glue does work very well. Keep it upside down so it's waiting, so you're, not waiting for it, it's waiting for you. Alright everyone, thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll be back with a couple more projects. Take good care, everyone. Bye-bye.